Everybody feels sorry for me, right? Pray for me.
Fuel to the in my thoughts obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm facing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see this place like a game. The bank to collect my payments. No negotiations. It's my way. I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
And this, my family, is a bad dude. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Dog Pound. I'm M-Dog, and I want to thank you all for spending your time here with me. I've got a pretty cool video planned for you guys today. But before we get started, I'd truly appreciate it if you'd smash that like button, share this video with a like-minded friend, and then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new content that gets uploaded to the channel. You guys help us out tremendously just by doing those couple of things. You can also follow me over on True Social, Facebook, X, Instagram, and Patreon at the Dog Pound with M-Dog, and I'm now posting videos over on Rumble at Dog Pound with M-Dog. That's all one word, spelled just like you see it, right here at the bottom of your screen. And if you'd like to help us out in a big way, you can do so by becoming a member of our Dog Pound family by clicking on that membership button. By doing that, you'll receive discounts on all Dog Pound merchandise, and you will get your name added to the credits of all of our videos. You can also help us out by grabbing one or two of these very cool Dog Pound t-shirts. Now, let's get started. Welcome to video number 8 of our video series featuring hunting firearms and properly titled Tools of the Trade. I'm excited to be doing this review on a new rifle that I picked up earlier this week thanks to my good friends over at STEELE'S. This particular rifle was designed to be used with the patented federal Firestick ignition system, which has made an impact on the market for today's modern muzzleloaders. And I'm talking about the new Cva Crossfire inlined 50 caliber muzzleloader. The Cva Crossfire is dressed for success in Realtree's escape camouflage pattern, and with the Cerakote burnt bronze finish, really makes this rifle very easy on the eyes. But as you can see, it is a break action muzzleloader. This rifle is not loaded, and it is completely safe. All of our weapons are spot checked prior to each video to make sure everyone stays safe and sound here on set. So, we're good. In video number 7 of this video series, I did a review on CVA's Optima V2 50 caliber muzzleloader. That was the first time I've done a muzzleloader video for this channel, but I knew it wouldn't be the last. It was a lot of fun making that video because I've always been a fan of muzzleloaders. I was introduced to the world of black powder shooting with an old flintlock rifle, so it's been an awesome journey to have witnessed the evolution of black powder rifles. The Cva Crossfire is among a couple of other rifles which are helping carry muzzleloading well into the future. Modern muzzleloaders continue to evolve to extract the most performance out of a firearm whose limitation is that its bullet must be loaded by inserting it into the muzzle and pushing it down the bore. The latest example of this was the introduction of the Cva Crossfire, which was released in 2023. The Crossfire uses federal Firestick technology to make muzzleloader hunting a safer and more efficient process. The Firestick ignition system was introduced by Federal in 2020. It utilizes a bullet loaded from the muzzle but the powder charge is inserted into the breech. The Firestick is a polymer capsule that comes from the factory loaded with a pre-measured charge of Hodgdon 888 black powder substitute. The projectile is inserted into the muzzle and pushed down the barrel, where the bullet seats against a shelf near the breech. The action is then opened and the Firestick inserted into the breech. A 209 primer is inserted into the Firestick capsule, and the action is closed and the rifle is then ready to fire. The capsules are single use. Firestick capsules are available with preloaded powder charges of 80, 100, or 120 grains of powder. They are sold in a pack of 10 with an MSRP of $35 per pack. But keep in mind, if you are ordering them online, there is going to be a hazardous material surcharge that will get tacked onto your order, so just be mindful of that. Some advantages of the Firestick system include consistent loading. The powder charge is completely sealed from the elements, and the ability to quickly and safely unload the rifle. Due to the fact that their charge loads into the rear of the breech, firearms that use the Firestick ignition system are considered modern for legal purposes and must be purchased in accordance with regulations for modern cartridge-firing firearms. In other words, you are required to fill out a 4473 form to purchase a rifle that uses this ignition system, so the sale must go through your preferred FFL. Currently, Firestick technology is legal to use for hunting during muzzleloader seasons in 26 different states, with several other states pending. You can check the legality of a Firestick rifle for hunting in your state by visiting Federal Firestick's webpage. And with that being said, let's take a quick look at the specs on the Cva Crossfire 50 caliber inline modern muzzleloader. Originally introduced with the Traditions Nitrofire rifle, the Cva Crossfire is the second rifle to enter the market that uses the Firestick technology. Crossfire rifles use Cva's break action, which is the same as their Cva Acura, the Optima, and the Scout line of rifles. The Crossfire's 50 caliber barrel is 26 inches long and has a 1:28 twist rate. All Crossfire models come with Cva's Durasight integral scope base. The rifles come drilled and tapped for iron sights. Stocks are designed to fit both right and left-handed shooters. The overall length is 41 inches, the unloaded weight is 6.65 pounds, and it has an MSRP of $559. This particular rifle was an optics combo, so it come with a Conus Pro 3x9x40 scope with a BDC reticle and a 48-inch Cva soft gun case. And if you decide to go with the scope combo package, then the MSRP is likely going to run you around $699. The scope does come mounted and bore sighted from the factory. And even though the scope comes mounted and bore sighted from the factory, I always recommend that you go over everything to make sure everything is tight and secured. After I go over all the screws and I can rest assured that everything is up to par and meets my standards, I then put the rifle into my Bog Death Grip tripod and I use my Shore Billy Hocus Pocus bore sighting skills just to make sure the scope will put me on paper when we get out to the range. This little step will prevent you from taking an unnecessary beating, cut down on your barrel swabs, and hopefully save you some money, powder, and ammunition. And speaking of ammunition, Today I'm going to be using 100 grain Firestick capsules to get the rifle zeroed in and ready for deer season in just a couple of weeks. I'll probably test the 120 grain capsules to see that there's a big difference between the two once we get it sighted in. I will be using Shadite Clarinox CX2000 209 Magnum shot shell primers to add some giddy up to those Federal Firestick capsules. As you guys saw in the CVA Optima V2 video, these primers have performed very well for us, and I think they'll do just fine in these Firestick capsules. The ammo that I'll be using today to sight this rifle in, which is the same ammo that I'll be using for hunting whitetail deer, are these 270 grain 50 caliber Power Belt ELR muzzleloader bullets. These bullets are available in 250, 270, and 330 grain. I've always had great results with bullets between 250 and 300 grains while using 100 to 150 grain Hodgdon pellets. So I figured I would stay with what I know, even though this will be my first rodeo with the Firestick ignition system. We will just find out together. I've got the targets already set up downrange. Let's go sling some lead, and I'll see you guys back here in a bit for my final thoughts. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a very cold and kind of dreary day out here on the range. But any day on the range is a good day. Especially today, we are out here with a brand new muzzleloader that takes the Firestick ignition system. This is a Cva Crossfire, and I'm really excited about getting out here and trying this thing out. I've never had any dealings with the Firestick ignition system, so this is all going to be really new to us. Should be a lot of fun, and if it is as reliable and easy to use as it's supposed to be, man, this is a game changer. I mean, it really is. Completely seals off anything from the elements. Don't have to worry about your, getting soaked out on a rainy day or having any type of misfires simply because the weather is just horrible. These are completely sealed in the Firestick ignition system and they ignite with a 209 primer. We're going to be shooting at first 100 grain, which are these. That's your 100 grain Firestick. These are made by Federal Premium, exclusively with by Federal Premium. Your orange is color coded. They have 80 grain, 100 grain, and 120, if I'm not mistaken. So, and your 80s are yellow. Your orange is 100 grain. Comes pre-measured with Hodgdon's 888, very clean burning powder, already pre-measured in the capsule, and as you can see, the capsule is sealed, so you're completely sealed off from the elements, and it loads a 209 primer on this end right here, which is where your fire goes. Very cool system, man. I mean, it's something that's just it's going to change the game, put it that way. And for all you guys who are new that love the modern muzzle loading, I know the guys that are very traditional probably ain't going to like it too much just because they feel like it's probably taken away from the whole thing of muzzleloader hunting. I love all new cool stuff, and this is definitely a new cool thing. So let's give them a try. We're shooting 100 grain starting. We probably fire a couple 120 grain. Excuse the background noise. We got the state police out here in the other range qualifying. So hopefully they're making good cadets for us citizens here in Delaware. But 120 grains of the red. We're going to shoot them. Here is 120. That's what your modules for 120 grain look like. Again, completely sealed off the elements. Still measured with the 888 Hodgdon powder, and 209 primers go in here. Now, the cool thing is, this all breaks down. The Cva Crossfire does not have a breech plug. As you can see, there's no breech plug. It just loads straight in, almost like a centerfire rifle to some degree. When you load your projectile, which we are shooting 270 grain, these here are Power Belt ELR 50s. And as you can see right here, You load them in, still through the muzzle, just like any other muzzle loader. But they come down, they sit on a shelf in here. It's where your bullet will come to rest. Your capsule, your fire stick, goes in through the breech. Then you load your 209 primer in last, and you've got a sealed chamber, as you can see. Completely seals, locks in there. You break it down, more or less, it's just like a single shot rifle. Like you guys saw in the video I did with the Scout, this is pretty much the same thing, except it's a modern muzzle loader. So, enough being said, let's have some fun. We got one of the ELR power belts loaded through the muzzle, went down extremely nice. I wish all muzzle loaders loaded that easy. So now we're just going to break open the action, and now we insert this right into the breech, which sits in there pretty much like a bullet. And then your 209 primer. If I can get my gloves here. Yeah. 209 primer goes right here on the end. Push it right in until it's secure. Close her up. She's ready to go. Let's see how well it shoots.
Push it the right way,
right? Smells like freedom. Got your ears in? We're there. 2 in the red, dead center. 1 with 100 grain, 1 with 120 grain. So they're both shooting right in the same spot, basically. So we're good on the scope. Let's load this thing up for you and let you get a shot off with it. Same hole, ain't it?
Yeah, right. Just right to the red. I think that's me.
Still dead center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's that's good. I mean, she's definitely on now. What'd you think about it?
I like it. Hey, tax time on Bob, you one.
Yeah. Guys, we hope you enjoyed your time out here with us on the range, and we hope that you enjoyed your time. Hopefully you're wrapped up in your warm, cozy home with the fireplace going or the heater turned up, and you're not having to be out here in the elements with us right now, because it's pretty brutal. You know, we get cold days up here in the Northeast quite often, but in the last week it's been pretty brutally cold. It's one of them colds that go to your bone. everything that, you know, you make one little boo-boo and it just hurts 10 times worse. That's the kind of cold we're dealing with. Not crying, just glad to be out here and glad that you're home, hopefully, where it's warm. But we hope you enjoyed this video with the Cva Crossfire. Taylor and I really had a blast with this thing, and we're looking forward to getting it out in the deer woods next week. And what do you think, Taylor? Hopefully dropping at least one whitetail with it. He can't hear me. He's got his earmuffs on. But either way, hopefully we'll be out there and bring you some actual live footage from the field. That's the plan anyway. So keep your fingers crossed, because we definitely going to have our fingers crossed. But anyway, if you didn't mind, like the video, please. Help us out tremendously. We truly appreciate all you do for us. We love you guys so much. And but it's time for us to go warm up and get in the heat. So until next time, my beautiful people out there, Cva Crossfire, using the Firestick technology. And this, my family, is a bad dude. See you at the kennel. Some of my final thoughts. Welcome back to the kennel. So my final thoughts on the first shots fired review of this Cva Crossfire 50 caliber inline muzzleloader, and whether or not this rifle will make a reliable hunting companion for anyone in the market for a new modern muzzleloader. I Love Muzzleloading covered a very important topic for this discussion. The question of whether the Firestick is just a passing fad or will it be here to stay. Products like this have definitely come and gone over the years, and anyone that's been a shooting enthusiast for any length of time can likely attest to that. So, it does make sense for hunters to ask that question and be concerned about a product's longevity. There was a shortage of federal Firesticks from 2021 to 2022, which led to some complaints. Many hunters were concerned that if they bought this rifle, would there be Firesticks around to shoot it and be available come hunting season? This is not like other muzzleloaders where you can try a different powder if your preferred powder is out of stock. But the good news is the sales have been very good for Tradition's Nitro Fire, and after being on the market for 4 years, CVA has now invested in the Firesticks and went all in with the release of this Cva Crossfire. These modern muzzleloaders, like the Nitro Fire and the Crossfire, will definitely have a mixed opinion from hardcore muzzleloading enthusiasts. Those who embrace firearm evolution and technology will love these rifles, while your hardcore traditional black powder community won't like these rifles because they may feel that these rifles are degrading muzzleloading. Maybe that's true to some degree. I tend to believe that rifles like these will help attract new shooters to the world of black powder. Shooters who may never have considered getting involved with muzzleloaders before may now give it a try and discover how much fun muzzleloaders really are. The hardcore traditional shooters aren't going anywhere, and they will keep doing their thing. The old school black powder rifles can be dangerous for a novice shooter who doesn't receive the proper education and supervision, where these modern rifles are much easier to work with and a lot of the guesswork is already done for you. My personal opinion is that there's a demand for both modern and traditional, and there are some like me who want every possible advantage in the field when you're pursuing that deer of a lifetime, and you want the most out of your equipment so you can make that clean and reliable shot if you get that opportunity. The Cva Crossfire is a lot of fun to shoot. It is as reliable as a black powder rifle can be, and I think you will see many more rifles in the future using the Firestick ignition system. It simply gets the job done, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quicker than a hiccup. And if you're in the market for a great black powder rifle, then I do highly recommend the Cva Crossfire. It's simply an awesome rifle. I want to remind you guys that the Great American Outdoor Show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania is quickly approaching. If you're planning on attending, stop by booth number 4219, which is the TIMBERTRAIL e-bikes booth located in the West Hall. Tammy and I will be there all day on Saturday, February 3rd. That's opening day of the show. So, get there because we hope to see every single one of you. Please don't forget to smash that like button on this video, and if you enjoy the content that you see here on our channel, it helps us a lot if you hit that subscribe button. You can always unsubscribe later on if you suddenly have a change of heart. Even if you don't want to subscribe to our channel, please make sure you are subscribed to your favorite Pro 2A channels, because all of us are working very hard to keep this type of content alive and well here on this platform. But we need your help to get our content out so it can be seen by everyone who shares our passion. So, from all of us here at the Dog Pound, thank you in advance for caring enough to do so. I'd like to thank the following businesses for all the help they've given to the channel: STEELE'S Gun Shop, SPLATTERBURST Targets, BALLISTOL, TIMBERTRAIL e-bikes, and the Scent Stopper. We couldn't do it without their support. Be sure to go check them all out, because all their information will be included right down here in the description of this video. And as always, my fellow freedom-loving family, may y'all live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Shoot straight, shoot often, stay safe, and most importantly, God bless you and yours. I'm M-Dog, and I'll see you next time on the Dog Pound. Cva Crossfire 50 cal inline muzzleloader. Man, this thing is a beauty. It is an absolute gorgeous rifle. And a very cool design. Very innovative. So we hope you enjoyed this and the Crossfire. And it's time for us to go. So, this, my friends, is a bad dude. And we gone. Boom.